I know I'm late to this by 2 years, but recently I watched the live action again, and I actually liked it more than the first time. I wanted to make a video about why I'm excited for season 2. Let's get into this. They actually did it. Netflix took one of the most sprawling, over-the-top anime epics ever created, One Piece, and turned it into a live-action series that doesn't just avoid being a total disaster, it actually shines. In a world where anime adaptations have bombed so hard they've become memes, this one breaks the curse. If you've ever wondered if it's possible to capture the wild spirit of pirates, rubber powers, and unbreakable friendships in real life, stick around, because we're diving deep into why live-action One Piece is a triumph that every fan, and even newcomers, needs to see. Let's set the stage here. One Piece, created by Eiichiro Oda back in 1997, is a juggernaut. Over 1,000 manga chapters and nearly as many anime episodes, it's the story of Monkey D. Luffy, a kid with stretchy powers from eating a devil fruit, assembling a crew to find the ultimate treasure, and become the Pirate King. But live-action adaptations? They've got a rotten track record. Think Death Note's awkward Americanization, or Cowboy Bebop's forced vibes that just didn't land. What makes this Netflix version special is how it honors the source while reinventing it for a new medium. It's not a lazy copy. It's a passionate reimagining that understands why One Piece has hooked millions for decades. And misunderstood? Oh yeah, people wrote it off as another flop before it even dropped, but it proves that with the right care, anime can thrive in live action. Now, let's break this down technically, how they made this beast work. First off, the casting is spot-on genius. Iñaki Godoy as Luffy isn't just playing a role, he's channeling that boundless energy without tipping into caricature. Remember how anime characters can go full cartoon with exaggerated expressions? In live action, that could easily come off as cringy, like bad cosplay at a convention. But here, they smartly dial it back while keeping the essence. Luffy's optimism isn't screamed, it's infectious through subtle smiles and that wide-eyed wonder. It's like they took the anime's rubber body and stretched it into human form. Flexible, fun, but grounded. Take the crew dynamics as an example. Mackenyu as Zoro brings this stoic swordsman to life with a quiet intensity that builds tension in every fight scene. His three-sword style, one sword in his mouth and two in his hands, could have looked ridiculous, but the choreography makes it fluid and badass. They use practical effects mixed with CGI seamlessly. You see the weight of the blades and the sweat on his brow. And Emily Rudd's Nami isn't just the navigator. She has layers of trauma and sass that feel real. Her backstory episode hits like a tidal wave, blending emotional depth with high seas action. The directors, like Mark Jobst, pace these reveals perfectly. Short, punchy flashbacks that don't bog it down the plot but add heart. Artistically, the show nails the world building. One Piece's universe is bonkers. Floating islands, fishmen, and giant ships. They built actual sets for the Going Merry and the Baratie, practical, tangible environments that give everything weight. Remember the scene where Luffy first stretches his arm? The CGI isn't perfect, but it's used sparingly, like seasoning on a steak instead of drowning it. They draw directly from Oda's manga panels, with freeze-frame compositions that echo the original art. There are challenges. Budget constraints show in spots, like some wonky explosions, but they turn limitations into strengths. With only 8 episodes covering the East Blue Saga, they condense without losing the soul. Fights are tighter, dialogue is snappier. It's like editing a sprawling novel into a page-turner novella. Compare this to modern flops, like the Avatar, The Last Airbender live action. That one tried too hard to mimic every bend and twist, and it ended up stiff. Here, they adapt. Buggy the Clown, played by Jeff Ward, is creepy and comedic, with his detachable parts handled through practical makeup and clever editing. It's not slavish, it's inspired. What if every adaptation trusted the source enough to evolve it? This show does, and it works because Oda himself was involved, vetoing changes that strayed too far. A concrete example is Mihawk's duel with Zoro. In the anime, it's epic, but drawn out. Here, it's concise poetry, slow-motion slashes, and that tiny knife Mihawk uses to humble Zoro. It captures humiliation and growth in under 5 minutes, proving live action can heighten drama. Diving deeper, what does this reveal about the craft? Live-action anime isn't about replication, it's about translation. One Piece succeeds by embracing its medium's strengths. Real actors bring nuance to emotions that animation stylizes. Think about it, in anime, Luffy's grin is iconic, but Godoy's version adds a human twinkle, making his "I'm gonna be Pirate King" declaration feel like a personal vow. It shows the industry that passion beats pandering. Too many adaptations chase trends, but this one builds on the manga's themes of freedom, loyalty, and dreams. Why does it hold up today? In 2023, with streaming wars and superhero fatigue, One Piece offers pure adventure, escapist, yet meaningful. It's a reminder that stories about found family can cut through cynicism, especially post-pandemic, when we're all craving connection. The legacy is clear. This isn't just a win for One Piece. It's a blueprint for the genre. It influenced a surge in anime adaptations done right. Rumors of more Oda-approved seasons are everywhere, and it's brought newcomers into the original series. Audiences are buzzing, view counts exploded, proving that respectful adaptations pay off. Creators like Oda now have leverage. Involve me, or don't do it at all. People still talk about this show because it defied the odds, turning skeptics into fans, me included. It's the pirate treasure we didn't know we needed. So, here's the takeaway. Live-action One Piece isn't perfect, but it's proof that with heart, craft, and a dash of rubbery madness, you can conquer the grand line of adaptations. If this hooked you on the seas, drop your favorite crew moments below, Luffy's stretch or Zoro's scars. And if you're sailing for more breakdowns, hit subscribe. Until next time, keep dreaming big, because who knows, you might just become king.